and all to the K.O.E Nation for another rye review, folks. We are going to review another entrant into the 32 rye tournament
on Friday.
Yeah. But no, I got one to top it. And we've got an Iowa rye, an Ryowa.
Oh, God.
A Ryowa.
Tony, come back.
Come on, T. So, all right, we're here in Iowa.
Don't make me suffer alone.
Okay.
We're here in Iowa to review this Iowa rye, Templeton rye. Now, Chicken, as a denizen of Iowa, what can you tell us about this particular whiskey, given that I almost forgot introductions. I am your King of Extreme, Phil K.O.E of K.O.E Nation, YouTube, and Twitch. This beautiful man here you can find at Big Buckin' Empire on YouTube and Facebook. And this, my indomitable broadcast partner, the one, the only Tony G, who can be found at Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast.
They're not beautiful?
Hey, no words necessary.
I didn't want to say anything, okay? I'm sorry.
Anyway, Templeton is a local distiller here in Iowa, in the town of Templeton near Carroll, Iowa. The backstory is in Prohibition times and also with the mafia that left Chicago and come to Des Moines. They were one of the exclusive bootleggers and producers of whiskey for Al Capone. Was the history of Templeton. I don't know if that's the real story. That's what they say. But either way, they make a pretty darn good rye whiskey.
So this is their aged 6-year release, or as they say right here, the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, even after an open bottle, that's not a bad cork pop. Well, let's get right into this rye to see how it's going to stack up in our 32 rye tournament. As you can tell, I'm really excited for that, folks. We're here in Iowa. We're going to work our way through this Iowa bracket, and we got to see how each competitor is going to stack up.
So in the back it says here, for more than a century, our town has stood proud in the Midwestern prairie, roots running deep through Iowa farmland in a church steeple reaching up toward the heavens, which is actually quite impressive when you drive by there. It is quite a steeple, and then they have big, huge whiskey barrels and a big pyramid out in the front yard of it too. It's really.
I forget right now what the purpose of the steeple is, but there's actually a reason in distillation that all the, like in Scotland, they've all got the steeple too. So I forget what the purpose is. Let us know in the comments.
So in the 1920s, when Prohibition agents came calling, the people of our small town worked in secret to produce Templeton Rye, a high caliber whiskey known among friends as the good stuff. Oh, there you go.
It's got a very sweet nose.
It's sweet.
Yep.
It's very light though. This is
definitely great.
And also
45.75 ABV, 91.5 proof.
All right, T, here's going to be a very specific nose. Remember when we were in college and I would buy that Blue Ocean incense? That really weird, and it always made the apartment smell clean afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, it does have a bit of a cleanliness factor to it. I do like the nose. It's very light. Honestly, it's not fruity. It's not.
Well,
I'm getting after it.
I was about to say, gentlemen,
there's something there. I just can't figure out what the nose is. Maybe it's on the palate.
It's sweet, a little bit of cinnamon, not much though.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Whoa.
There's just a little bit of a sucker punch of a spice.
Yep.
But yeah, there's that like Christmas spice, cinnamon spice.
Oh yeah, cinnamon definitely.
Oh yeah, I like that cinnamon spice.
Almost like a peppermint after it too, though.
Yeah, that's a Christmas.
You guys aren't gonna like this, but on the middle of my tongue, I get like a hint of toothpaste.
Maybe that's the peppermint.
Like, yeah, granted, that's usually the kind of toothpaste anyway. Might have something with it. But do you catch what I'm getting at?
No, I get what you mean.
You get that also with Crown Rye.
Yeah.
Is you get that
Yes.
interesting
Yes, you do.
hit in the middle.
That's exactly what it's comparable to in that regard. No, the cinnamon and
A lot more
peppermint.
spicy.
I really like the combination of the cinnamon peppermint here. It's definitely not overwhelming in terms of its strength, and there's not a huge front, and there's a very, very
above
small finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It
91
tastes a little bit,
and a
not
half
too
proof.
So let's see what they say. Let's see. It is matured and aged in American oak barrels and bottled 91 and a half. Deliver exceptional rye whiskey with hints of honey, with floral and deep rye spice and oak. The finish is long and decadent. I do agree with the long. Enhanced with robust notes of dark chocolate. I didn't get that. I almost had more of a caramel, but
If I was gonna pick a sweet dessert, I probably would have picked chocolate, but
so anyway, after 6 years in the barrel, it's true. The good stuff gets better with age.
yeah, this is nice. I don't know if it's that long of a finish.
Very minty to me. So, all right. Gentlemen, now we get to the hard part. The grading. We're going to grade this on a few 5-star scales. 5 meaning you need to have it before you shuffle off this mortal coil. Half star, 0 star means, you can walk on by. The K.O.E Nation has advised you well. So we're going to grade this as a rye whiskey, as a whiskey, as a cask-aged spirit. It's Shelving. And then for those new to the show, the secret 5th question. So, we're going to start off as a rye whiskey. Now, as a denizen of rye,
Ryowa?
of Iowa. Hey, yes. As a denizen of Iowa and a lover of rye whiskey, I'm going to let you go first on this one. 5-star scale as a rye.
This was one of my favorites in the past, but since then I've found several. So, you asked me 2 years ago what I would have graded this, it would have been a lot higher. But I still like it. I still enjoy it as a rye. I give it a 3.25. There's a lot of bad ones out there. Yeah. This stacks well against a lot of different ryes. So it's worth the purchase if you find it. It's only $40, I think.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's for a 6 year.
How much?
Yeah, it's like $40 for a 6 year.
Okay. Tony, how would you grade?
I was thinking the same thing. 3.25. You could do so much worse than this, and oftentimes that's what's available is much, much worse than this. I like the flavor.
It's good
here. It's not overly heavy in terms of what you expect with a rye, but it's just right. And I like the flavor combo.
It's probably a good entry rye.
Yeah, you could definitely introduce somebody to rye with this, and it's not going to turn them off.
It's not offensive.
Yeah, I like it. 3.25 is good.
Well, you guys aren't going to like me.
Yeah, I didn't figure.
This is not my favorite rye.
Didn't figure.
That somewhat solventy toothpaste in the middle of my tongue I can't get past, and as a rye whiskey, I'm going to give it 2.5.
Wow.
It's right
Brutal.
in the middle. It's right there as a rye,
Brutal.
but yeah, 2.5.
Wow.
2.5 stars. I to thine own self be true. So
All right.
now we move on to whiskey.
I'll say as a whiskey, I think this works really well. This would be a great rye to cocktail with. I think.
Yeah.
This could be diverse because if you want something that specifically asks for a rye, this would be good. Just as a whiskey, this would be good to cocktail. And usually, I'm not big on cocktails, but I think this one specifically works really well in that regard. I'm gonna go 3.5.
Yeah, with the spice on there, you can the cocktailing especially. There's plenty you can do. 3.5 I think is more than fair. I agree.
You're not gonna break 3.
I'm debating between 2.75 and 3 stars because it is good cocktail whiskey.
I think that
you can
gives
put it
it
on the
3.
rocks. You could.
Give it 3 then.
It's a good cola mixer. I'm gonna go
Come
ahead.
on.
All right.
There
You
you
talked me into it. 3 stars as a whiskey.
There you go.
Now we're going to go as a cask-aged spirit, 6-year aged rye.
As a cask aged, it's 6 year. I want a little bit more if you're going to pronounce an age statement, so I'll go 3.
God, me and you were on the right on each other's heels
Yeah.
on this. There's this is hard to stack up against some of the other age statements out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Knowing that it's only a 6 year, try to keep that in
and even some
mind.
that don't promote an age statement are
Yeah.
like, holy crap, for the same price range.
Yeah.
If you put an age statement on the bottle, you really got
This-
to pack a punch.
Yeah, this one doesn't pack the punch needed to stack up with the big boys. So I agree. 3.
I'm going to stick with my first score of 2.5.
Oh, wow. Not a fan.
Of this one, no.
Okay.
We're going to see what they have to offer throughout this tournament. But this one, I'll be honest, if it was left up to me, I don't think it's going to win the tournament. We'll have to see. That's why we're bringing in other judges. That's why I got these two indomitable gentlemen here. Maybe when we do it blind later, maybe this one walks away with it.
We're going to have to do the 4-year just to see how poorly that ranks.
Yikes.
Oh, boy.
Yikes. But no, like, I don't know. This just seems to be, like, I feel like it's just like that Goldilocks porridge of just right and that it doesn't hit any of my buttons.
I knew this one wasn't going to be in your wheelhouse.
So, but no, it is what it is. So now we move on to shelving.
This is bottom shelf. This used to be something I always considered as a middle shelf, but the field's getting more and more crowded.
That's just it. Yeah. I would have no qualms putting this on the middle shelf, but I also have acquired quite a bit of rye, and unfortunately, its cocktail qualities alone put it on the bottom.
In the lead up to this rye tournament, we've gathered a lot of ryes.
Yes.
And we're starting to figure out, wow,
there's some good ones
There's
out
some
there.
Really good.
like it's kind of like any other spirit where once you really explore into it, you can find some really rich, deep experiences there.
Yes.
And so you kind of look back at the stuff that you used to like fondly, but to me, like, this is one that I was never really into because, like, my family was never really into rye whiskey.
Right.
So this is my discovery. We're doing it together, folks. We're going to figure out what is the rye of extreme. But now, and yes, it's bottom shelf for me as well. We move on to the secret fifth question, and that is, when this bottle runs empty, will you seek another one? So, Chicken, what you paid USD?
About $40. I've always kept a bottle of it, being, now, even before living in Iowa. I had it when I was in Nebraska. I had it when I was in South Dakota. Like, I've always either had the 4-year or 6-year with me. So, I don't know. It's just one of those I've grown fond with. So, I will probably refill this one after it's finished off.
Tony G, would you seek a bottle of Templeton rye?
I mean, it's readily
6 year.
available in Nebraska as well, so it's not like it's hard to find. Honestly, I like it. I think this makes a really nice sipper. If I could find it on sale for like $30, I would grab it in a heartbeat, for sure. It's just, I know what I have to have on my shelf for rye, and if I'm out of one and I can't find it, like, I definitely grab this one in place because I really like the flavor of it.
It will
You're
be
not gonna get it.
definitive no.
That's
It's a no.
Like, it's unfortunate. Like, this one, I'm looking forward to seeing what else they have to offer, but this one, I wouldn't pick it up at $40. I wouldn't pick it up at $30.
Oh, come on.
I wouldn't pick it up at $20.
Oh, come on.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know
You
it's
better
something
pick it
true.
up for me for $20.
Well, yeah, I'll pick you up one for
$20.
$20 if it's
All
on
right.
sale, or one. I'll pick you up like 6, and you'll
There you
just
go.
have like, thank you, Phil, thank you. But yeah, so to me, that's like, yeah, that'll be his Christmas present. 6 bottles of Templeton. Like, got it for $120. Nice, but. So that's my take on this. We'll see how it goes. And then you're going to have to see if I am proven wrong here in the rye tournament, folks. So, gentlemen, anything you'd like to say to the folks?
Nope, really nice sipper.
Yeah, good stuff. Can't wait to see what else they have to offer.
As I'm known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us for this review of Templeton Rye 6-year cask aged for our rye tournament. I am your King of Extreme, Phil, K.O.E. You can find me at K.O.E Nation on YouTube and Twitch. You can find these guys, Big Bucket Empire, YouTube and Facebook, Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, YouTube and Spotify. God bless. Hope to see every last one of you back here happy, healthy, much the wiser.
Cheers,
T,
folks.
Chicken, take it away.
Thanks for joining.
Cheers. Here and see if it just smooths itself out.
Get back, tell you what I'll do. if I ever get back. I promise to refabricate you, raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost, we gotta take it down. Let you down slow, it's hard to survive.
Nice.
El Dorado. Oh, Lord. Well, let's see how that one went.
Yeah,